Happy Friday, everybody. It is Ron from Cali Fabrics. We got a really fun group of new Deadstock fabrics, everything from bull denim to Cupro linings to some silks, knits, wovens. It's all here. It's super fun. I'm so excited to show you. Let's take a look. All right, this is a massive group with a ton of variety. I am so excited to show you guys all of these fabrics. Let's start here. This is an Indonesian batik, 100% cotton. This comes in 4 colors. I didn't get a lot of cottons in this particular group, not like this, not like a quilter's weight cotton, but these are really, really nice. I really liked this kind of sunflower print. Something about it is very kind of like 90s-esque to me, early 2000s. I love that. I love the color combo, which honestly like these greens, these purples, these really just kind of send me back. Really pretty sunflower print batiks. This aqua's really pretty. And this kind of like sunfire. Really cool. Love those. This is just a one-off piece actually of a satin charmeuse in this really pretty peacock print. It's a poly charmeuse, but it honestly behaves very much like a silk. It's really lightweight. It's very soft, very high quality. And just a really, really fun, pretty print. Only like 6 yards of this one, so not very much left in that Deadstock find. This is from the designer Millie. This is a kind of like a bengalene, has like this really, really, really fine rib. I think this is actually really a file because it's not quite as ribby as a bengalene. So a horizontal rib, sort of like a twill would usually be diagonal. A file or a bengalene has horizontal ribs. Really pretty, rich green and black. This is kind of a, I know, sort of a suiting weight. You could definitely do a dress, a skirt, something like that. This is, I believe this is 100% viscose. Really, really nice. This would be actually a really cute pair of shorts. I mean, you've got some options. Really nice. It's going to be breathable. And it definitely looks very professional, very kind of business wear, or kind of really something very, very nice high end. Here we're getting into a group of really nice bull denims. These ones, all of these have kind of a very like soft washed hand. So these are not kind of like your crispy hard bull denims. These have a really, really nice soft hand to them and a really nice rib. I don't offhand remember the weight. These are all going to be roughly probably around 10 or so ounces, but I'd have to refer to the GSM on the site to get the exact, but these would be right around 10 ounces just by the feel of them. Some of them might be as heavy as 12. This is a really nice kind of soft silvery light tan. This is a great classic gray, just a really classic medium gray with a nice pronounced rib. This one here as well, just super nice brush feel. This was a little bit of a finer rib in a kind of a dark olive or olivey charcoal. I'm calling it a dark olive, but it's on the gray side, so it's not like a really rich green. It's kind of more muted green. Really, really nice, really pretty. This is such a pretty color. It borders on a periwinkle, but isn't quite as purpley as I'll call it periwinkle. I'm calling it a cadet blue. Really, really pretty. Really nice color in that one. I think this one's going to be popular. And again, like, so you can kind of see, these have a softer washed hand. So these are not, like I said, these are not your stiff bull denim. Even for a 10 to 12 ounce, this has a lot. I mean, a lot of drape is relative, but it has a really nice, flexible, soft hand to it, which you don't always find in a bull denim because some of those can be kind of like stiff and canvasy or board-like. These are not that. These are really nice. These came from New York. These are Deadstock, and they're just the very, very best quality. Really nice. Love this kind of soft avocado olivey color. And then this here is kind of a, I think I call it cherry. It's almost kind of a lipstick because it does have a little bit of a pink tinge to it. Really nice and soft. Again, got to that great twill weave pronounced rib that you find in bull denims and that soft washed hand. Here we have a couple of satines. This is a really, really gorgeous, super, I mean, great stretch. This is a 30% or more stretch, which you just don't find in mid-weight cottons. Mid-weight stretch warm white sateen. So it's not a stark white, but it's not an ivory. It is a warm white with a ton of stretch. Cotton spandex, so nice. This is going to be very, very popular. This is a lightweight, kind of more of a shirt weight sateen, and this really rich pumpkiny orange, great for summer. Really, really nice, smooth hand. You can kind of see that sheen there. Really nice. Now we're getting into some really interesting kind of brocade. So we started the cotton batiks, we've moved into bull denim, and now we're getting into some brocades. And this one, there's 2 of these, one now and one at the end. This is a gold and black tweed, so you can kind of see the back of it, but it's sequined. So it's got these clear sequins, which give it this gorgeous shimmer. This is really, really elegant, really beautiful. This would be really fun, obviously something like a jacket, dress, something like that, but really, really nicely made, tightly woven sequin on here with the gold flecks. Very elegant. Really, really like this. It's a very interesting fabric, kind of on the heavier side, 300 to 400, probably not 400, but 300 or so GSM. Nice weight to it. Here we have a brocade, silver and black. Kind of see the back of it there. So a metallic kind of gunmetal, pretty, really pretty fabric. I love a good brocade. Here we have a really pretty jacquard. This one's really interesting. It's got a little bit of stretch. It is very soft. It's a cotton. It's kind of brushed, washed feeling, almost similar to those twills, not quite as heavy as that. Kind of see the back. A jacquard is a truly reversible fabric, so you could really use either side. This one has a little bit more black prominent. This one's a little bit more tan prominent, kind of a cappuccino color. And like I said, it's got this really pretty twill weave in the pattern. Gives it kind of a really rustic, I don't know. I really like this. I feel like this is actually something that's really interesting and could be made into something, made all sorts of things that's somewhat neutral, though it's kind of a busy, bigger print. I feel like you could do a lot with this. Here we have another metallic brocade, another really pretty floral in gold and ivory. This is another jacquard. So again, it's going to be kind of reversible. This side is definitely probably the more usable side on this one. Again, really, really soft. I think this is a rayon. Again, check the listings for the most accurate information because I'm kind of just going off of memory here. But really, really pretty sheen to this one. This one has a bit of stretch. Really soft touch. This is really, really high end. I don't know exactly where this one came from or where these brocades came from. I know a couple things came from Millie in this group, but this is just really, really nice high end stuff. And then here we have another metallic. This one's really cool. I love how bold this print is. That red is just gorgeous against a deep black with like kind of like these pink metallic accents. Really, really cool. Okay, and this is the other tweed I was talking about. This one is a kind of a powder pink and white tweed, so you can kind of just see that's the fabric it's on. It's really, really actually pretty tweed. And then again, it has these clear sequins, which just give it this elegant shimmer. I honestly think these would be really cute for like bag making, or I don't know. A lot of cool stuff, really nice weight. Again, something like a jacket, like a blazer, which has some shimmer to it, or some slacks, or honestly a pair of shorts, like especially this one. Really, really cute. All right. Moving down, I have 2 shelves full of stuff here. Like I said, it's a big group. Trying to get through it quickly, but I want to spend some time so you can really see all of these fabrics. So there isn't a bad fabric in the bunch. Okay, these are rayon linen looks. So if we can kind of get close there, it has a similar kind of weave and slub texture as a linen, but these are 100% rayon. Which makes them more breathable. They're definitely not going to wrinkle like a linen, but they have that kind of natural linen-y look that everyone loves to them. So the kind of relaxed vibe, maybe without the extra hassle of having to steam to get it looking crisp. Anyway, so these are this one, and this one are the same pattern. I love this tan and lime. These two are also very, very pretty. This here, again, you can kind of see the linen texture there. These two are also a pair, same print. This one is a little bit lighter and a little bit more flowy than the last one. But again, these are all 100% rayons. Really pretty. I love this color combination. I think it's really gorgeous. And then these ones are really cool. These ones, very similar to the last one in weight and feel, but these ones have stretch. So this is actually rayon spandex, probably about 4% spandex, gives it about a 20 or so % stretch along the width. Great drape. This is going to be like the most comfortable thing you own. This is a great weight for a dress. Obviously very, very summery. All of these color combos. I really like this one as well with these purples. All of these color combos are going to be great for summer. And again, this is going to be like the most breathable, comfy, light thing you own. So summer dresses, here we come. Could totally do a top. I would honestly wear like a Hawaiian shirt made out of this. Really, really nice. And again, that stretch is just going to make it extra comfy. Great fabrics. Okay, now we have this interesting group, which I'm actually really excited about these. These are all Cupro linings. So similar to Bemberg in their breathability, in their feel. These are all kind of woven in jacquard patterns though, so they're not going to be quite, it's not going to be quite as light as just like a plain weave Cupro. It still has that breathable feel, that really just light to the touch, super soft feel, but it's got a little bit of texture to it because of how these are woven. So these are not prints. These are yarn dyed, woven in jacquard. They're really, really pretty, gorgeous linings. These look super high end. This is something that, like, if you're going to do like a really, really nice jacket or something like that, this is just going to be kind of like one of those really just beautiful touches that make something look and feel high end every time you put it on. These are just really beautiful. This one here doesn't quite have as much of the woven in that kind of textured feel. So this one is just kind of that smooth Bemberg, super, super soft, really pretty kind of two-tone sheen to it as well. Love the paisleys. So here we kind of charcoal, kind of going into browns and taupes here. This one's really, really beautiful. This one here is kind of like a black taupe two-tone paisley pattern. Like, look at that. That is beautiful. These would be really, I mean, honestly, like, I don't know how many hat makers I have in here, but like a hat lining would be one for a lot of this. This is really, really breathable and just, again, very, very elegant. It looks very high-end. It's kind of cool geo stripe. And then this last one here also, this one is a print, but I wanted you to see the print because the print is stunning. Like, I love that deep olive. Again, I mean, honestly, I mean, you could do things out of these, are meant to be linings, but these are just really, really nice fabrics. So if you wanted to get creative and find some way of using these in apparel, these are fabrics that you could totally show off because they're so nice and they look fantastic. Okay. Oh, here, this one, this was the brocade that got away when I was adding the fabrics. They just ended up on the wrong shelf, but it's beautiful. This here, it's a very, very like pale blush with kind of a slightly richer blush, textured rose, gold pattern. This is really, really beautiful. I don't know where this one came from, but it's very, very high end. You can tell the texture, the weight, everything about this just screams quality, and it's really beautiful. This is a beautiful, beautiful brocade. Now we're getting into knits. I told you there was a variety. These ones here, these ones they behave, so these are going to be rayon spandex knits. They could be modal. I'm just not 100% sure they're modal, and I don't want to call it that if that's not what it is. Modal and rayon burn almost identically, so it's just a little hard to tell, and we didn't get that information from our supplier. So rayon spandex, but honestly very, very soft like a modal. Ton of stretch, 4-way stretch. I think it's like 150 on the width, about 25% on the length, so very, very stretchy. Beautiful prints. These are going to be Italian-made goods. Really, really nice. This one here is actually a cotton spandex, like a lightweight cotton spandex. Also very soft, almost washed feeling. This one's cool. I wanted to pull it out so you can actually see that it's green on the background because I love that emerald, and I love the combo of the emerald with the lilac. That's not something I see very often, but really pretty. Again, that one's one of the rayons. This one here is a trip. Like, literally, like, I feel like very psychedelic, very cool. The colors are just absolutely, they just pop off that fabric. Again, super soft. All of these are the same, except for the two that are cottons that I pointed one out, and then I'll show you the next cotton in a sec. This one here, actually, there's some blue in this that I want you to see as well, because it's got, yeah. This one has a really nice, big print. Kind of an all over, but with blues and reds and oranges, really pretty. This is the other one that I say is a cotton spandex on the lighter weight side. But look at that print. That's so much fun. Reminds me a little bit of like Betsy Johnson, like that style. Obviously, I don't know that this came from there, but reminds me of her style. And then this one here, this one actually might be my favorite print, just because, again, kind of an interesting color combination. You've got yellow, teals, aquas, white, black on this really pretty lilac. Again, just like so soft and drapey. Like, I cannot emphasize that enough. These things are lotion soft, lightweight. So these would be really, really great for like a summer tank or top or dress. Okay, getting into silks. And then this is a variety of stuff. So some of these are sheers. This is a silk georgette. This has a little bit of stretch along the width and is just a really pretty kind of light tie-dye. These three, 1, 2, 3 here, are chiffons. So I'll pull one of them out. Chiffon, most people are familiar with it. It is a lightweight sheer fabric. So you can kind of see my hand through it there. 100% silk. Really, really nice. Again, these are all Deadstock, designer quality. I love this shamrock print. I don't see shamrock prints very often, so I thought this one was just really, really cool. Navy and off-white. And then this is a really, really fun kind of star print on kind of a black background with the purples and the taupes. Really pretty. Okay, then move that aside. This is a charmeuse. So charmeuse is like a lightweight satin, very, very soft and airy. When you say the word silk, a lot of the time what comes into people's mind is something like a charmeuse. So really, really pretty, kind of abstract brown and tan background with these just kind of little grass flowers in red. Really pretty print, great quality. Here we have some dupioni and shantung. If you don't know the difference, shantung generally just has a very, very light, slight slubs, whereas dupioni has these big, chunky slubs, which are really cool. Both of these behave very similar to, if you're familiar to taffeta. They kind of hold their shape, they're very, very kind of stiff. A lot of times you see these in decor, or I've definitely seen like jackets or like the bodice of a dress made from these. Anything because that texture is beautiful. Anything that can help that texture to shine, usually in kind of structured ways. Shantung is, again, same general idea. Very much holds its shape. It has just a very, very slight slub on these ones. Some shantungs are a little more slubby than these. And even I think this orange one, I feel like has just a little bit more slub than the blue. And then this one here is another two-tone. Really cool colors, like kind of a gold and teal two-tone. Like, gonna have to twist it and move it around to see how it behaves. It gives it kind of an iridescent look. Really elegant. I love a good dupioni. This is another silk. Super interesting. So this one, I'm gonna pull it out. It's like a black on black pleat or crinkle stripe. I don't know what you want to call it, but it's got like kind of this pleated stripe into it, which gives it a little bit, it's not stretchy, there's no spandex, but because of the sort of the ribbed nature of the fabric, it does have a little bit of give that way. But the texture is just so interesting to me. It's a really soft, kind of like a silk lawn, has a little bit of a sheen to it, or silk sateen, really lightweight, with that really pretty, really cool texture. All right. This is a silk jacquard. Incredible drape and a great woven in pattern. You can use either side of this. So one is going to be a little bit more sheen heavy. One is going to be a little more matte heavy. The way you flip it, that's how jacquards work. Really pretty black on black. This one isn't going to last long because that's just such a great practical fabric. And honestly, just the drape, it's beautiful. It's a great fabric. Here we have a silk cotton lawn. This is a silk cotton blend, which is probably one of the most popular blends in the shop right now, with this really beautiful intricate embroidery on it, kind of like this vine work, floral, all over. It goes across the whole width. It's not a border or anything like that. It's a full width embroidery, kind of almost in a diagonal lattice, if you can kind of see how that pattern goes. Really pretty. Again, very, very soft, airy. Despite the embroidery, which does add some weight to the fabric, it's still pretty airy. Really nice. Again, this one's going to go quick. These are all dead stock, which means once they're gone, unfortunately, they're gone. We can't get any more. All of these, we basically just took what we could. This floral is gorgeous. It's a nice big one. Kind of see the pattern there. This big kind of sunny wildflower print on, and again, you can kind of see on this silk twill weave, which is still a lightweight, but for silk, this actually has a nice weight to it. Kind of more of a light mid-weight. Again, refer to the site for GSM, but this is really, really nice. Great print. Again, great weight, unusual weight for silk. So I think this one also is going to go well. I think this one is pretty well underpriced compared to what other people might sell it for. Really, really nice fabric. All right, that is the whole group. I hope you loved it. I know I love this group. Let me know if you have any questions on anything you've seen, though, down in the comments below, or you can email us at support@califabrics.com. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend, everybody.